Now, even as we are witnessing the England cricket team struggling to defend their Cricket World Cup title, there's one team who did it successfully this weekend. The South African men's rugby team, the Springboks, they beat one of their biggest rivals, New Zealand, to pocket a record fourth World Cup title. The South African cricketers cheered and celebrated this moment of glory, and hopefully they will be drawing some inspiration to make a memorable double with the Cricket World Cup. Now, rugby is a sport that is associated with brute force. It's not an easy sport to train and pursue. It's a battle of wills. If you saw the Rugby World Cup, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But this sport in South Africa has a rich tradition and history. Here's a look at the people who contributed to making the Springboks one of the most popular sporting sides in the world.
The Springboks have successfully defended their crown. South Africa claimed their record fourth title after defeating New Zealand in one of the most grueling of finals. The two rivals met at the Stade de France this weekend, and it resulted in a memorable victory for South Africa. Emotions ran high after the Springboks took out the All Blacks. They cruised to a 12-11 win against a team known for its rugby royalty. It's definitely the numerical advantage that came into play. New Zealand were brought to a 14-man squad after the All Blacks captain Sam Cane received a red card in the game. But despite that, it was a valiant effort by the Kiwis.
Super proud of the boys. We gave it our all. They counted us out at the beginning of the tournament after our loss to France, but we came back. Proud of the boys so far. Shit reffing, but we done well.
But it wasn't just the shortcomings from the opponent that led the Springboks towards victory. Andre Pollard kicked 4 penalties, and Peter Steph du Toit displayed a masterclass that has surely cemented his position as a Springboks legend. He made a remarkable 28 tackles along with some crucial breaks in attack. Today, South Africa is unarguably the most dominant rugby nation. Despite inconsistent performances, they have proved why they are the #1 rugby team in the world. Their fourth crown is a feat that no one has achieved before. And the monumental significance of this win did not go past the boys, particularly the captain.
It's huge. It's always big playing against the All Blacks, but to play it in a World Cup final when it's #1 and 2 team in the world playing head-to-head, I don't think it's stuff that you can dream about because it doesn't happen often. I don't think it will happen in our lifetime again to have two teams like this. And we've prepared as hard as we can, and we know what to expect. Obviously, they might have some new things coming, but I think for a player to be playing in a game like this, I don't think it will ever get any bigger.
The victory marks South Africa's undisputed reign in the sport, and it's been made possible by legends who have walked the sport over the decades and contributed to the South African legacy in this sport. South Africa's first Rugby World Cup was in 1995. Nas Botha, who played as a fly half. During his career, Nas Botha was named Rugby Player of the Year 4 times, and he remained the country's highest run scorer for several years with a total of 312 points and 28 caps. Next is the iconic flanker Francois Pienaar. The sight of him lifting the William Webb Ellis Trophy with Nelson Mandela is a visual spectacle that will be etched in the memory of fans. He debuted in 1993 as the captain. He capped 29 times, with him captaining the team in all of them. He retired from international rugby in 1996. The stint was short, but the impact long-lasting. Chester Williams is one more name who deserves a special mention. He was the first non-white member of the 1995 rugby team. Chester is a symbol of the rugby realm who is seen as a unifying force for a country that reeled under the apartheid phase. He made his debut in 1993 against Argentina at the age of 23. Chester has secured a total of 27 caps in his international career. While these are some legends who have proved to be pivotal for the growth of the sport, Mark Andrews, Brian Habana, Jean de Villiers are some of the other key contributors that have helped the sport and the Springboks to inspire hope and continue to strengthen the roots of this sport in the country.
It's the dream of every cricketer, the ultimate glory. Few manage to keep their date with destiny, but for many, it's been heartbreaks and a cross to bear. The Holy Grail is here in India. I'm Rupha Ramani, and Firstpost brings you the ringside view. We bring you the Cup of Dreams. Cricket World Cup coverage like never before.